Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about a structural risk that's probably hiding in plain sight inside your own organization. It's a vulnerability in how we look after our most valuable accounts after we've already won the business. Now, this is a pretty bold statement, right? But it's more than that. It's really a direct challenge to a core assumption we all make in B2B growth. It's saying that the way we spend our money, the very blueprint of our strategy, actually points to a critical and often completely unmanaged financial risk.
And right here, this is the heart of the problem. We call it the hidden asymmetry. It's this huge, profound difference in strategic intensity between the all-out campaign to win a new customer and the way we actually take care of them once they're on board.
I mean, just think about the difference in discipline. When we're trying to land a major account, it's like a surgical operation, We map out the buying committees, we synchronize sales and marketing, we execute with absolute precision. But what happens the day after that contract gets signed? Well, all that rigor, it often just disappears. It gets replaced by this really dangerous assumption that, well, just because they know us, they must be aligned with us. And here's where the financial disconnect really becomes obvious. Forrester tells us that nearly 3/4, 73%, of all B2B revenue comes from existing accounts. But our strategic rigor, our investment, our focus, it's all overwhelmingly pointed at that much smaller, 27% slice of new logos. And that imbalance? That's exactly where risk starts to build up.
So if we're going to manage this risk, we have to give it a name. We call it perception drift risk. And it's this quiet, gradual decay of your most valuable, most important relationships.
Okay, so this is absolutely the key point here. This is not about your product failing. It's about your engagement architecture failing. It's what happens when your customer quietly stops seeing you as a strategic partner and starts seeing you as, well, just another line item on a spreadsheet, a vendor that they'll get around to evaluating when it's time for renewal. And this is that dangerous perception gap I'm talking about. Inside our own walls, we tell ourselves, this account is locked in. But on their side, they're literally scheduling a competitive review. We believe our champion is in there fighting for us. But what we don't know is that champion left the company 8 months ago. This chasm between our story and their reality, that's where value just completely erodes. And this risk, it doesn't just stay a risk. It builds into something that the board, that your investors care about deeply. It stops being a customer relationship issue and it turns directly into a valuation issue for your whole company. So get this. According to McKinsey, B2B companies in the top quartile for net revenue retention, the ones who have absolutely mastered stewarding and expanding their existing accounts, they command a valuation multiple of 24 times revenue. That is a massive premium. Now let's look at the flip side. The bottom quartile gets a valuation multiple of just 5x. That huge difference, almost 5 times, isn't just about having a better product. It is a direct financial measurement of your discipline in delivering value and maintaining that relationship architecture. The market is literally putting a price on this gap. And here's the kicker. The clock is ticking faster now. AI is making it easier than ever for your customers to look at alternatives. I guarantee your best accounts are just a line item on your competitor's ABM spreadsheet. And Gartner points out that most buyers now actually prefer to do their initial homework without ever talking to a sales rep. That means a competitive bake-off could be almost over before you even knew it started. So what's the answer? Well, it's not another marketing program. It's a shift to an executive-level governance framework, one that's designed to apply the same kind of rigor to keeping customers that we apply to winning them. We call it the Inbound ABM Loop, and it's a 5-stage governance cycle. You start with strategic rediscovery every quarter, just to make sure you're not working off old assumptions. Next comes a perception audit to find out how they really see you. Then you rearticulate your value, translating what you do into their current board-level priorities. After that, it's about executive-to-executive alignment, making sure that relationship is strong at the top. And finally, you move to future state co-creation, where you stop being a vendor and truly become a partner in their future. This is the architecture for durable growth.
So we'll end with the one diagnostic question that every single leadership team ought to be asking themselves. Are your most valuable accounts, the source of 73% of your revenue, being managed with the same surgical precision and strategic discipline that it took to win them in the first place? Because if the honest answer is no, that's not a customer success problem. That's a growth architecture problem. And it's exactly where your biggest risk and your greatest opportunity is hiding.